honey. Welcome back. So today's video is a collab with Erica Conger. My heart, my love, my mama bear. I just love Erica. I love her so much. There aren't enough like words to express my adoration of her, as well as like my respect for her, my love for her, my I don't even know. I don't know what I would do without her. Honestly, I don't know. Who's this? Like I don't know. I'm not even gonna think about it. So Erica and I talk every day along with Jan, and we'll do Marco Polo, and at some point Jan will go to bed, but me and Erica just go all night. Child, we could talk about serious stuff, we could talk about silly stuff, we could talk just everything. So Jan will wake up in the morning and she's got like 35 Marco Polos of significant length to go through, because I don't know what it is, but Erica and I can go on the longest tangents. I'm like, how did we get here? But I love it. I love it. So I adore her. If you have Erica in your life, you are truly blessed and highly favored. And that is how I feel. I've adopted her kids. I've given nicknames to everybody. I don't know. I just love Erica. You know, when you have, like, I have a couple of people in my life where it's like just meant to be that you're like friends or whatever. And I have a couple of those, and and Erica's one of them. And I don't know, guys. I love her. Okay. So Erica and I haven't done a collab with just the two of us in quite some time, so we were like, let's do a collab. I think this was supposed to happen a month ago, 2 months ago, but then I got stressed, and so we just decided to push it back to today. So we are doing a sweet and sour collab. I literally could not tell you how we came up with this. I don't know. I think Erica came up. I don't know. But here we are. Okay. And in doing that, we're going to answer some questions. And we're going to use the Sugar High palette from Menagerie Cosmetics. Now, this is one of my favorite palettes. I do tend to stick with these two shades here. So I'm going to avoid those. Just all these here, and just kind of focus on those two upper rows, I believe. And I already have makeup on from work, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the eye look off so I can come back and start the look and answer the questions. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I was going to use this Makeup by Mario eye prep and set, but actually, since I think I'm going to be using lighter colors in this palette, I'm going to go in with my white paint base from Colored Rain. I think I still have a bit in here. So I'm going to prime my eyes for eyeshadow. And while I start doing that, I will start on the questions. Now, these first 6 are: of the following, do you prefer sweet or sour? So I have to decide if I prefer sweet or sour, just like I said. The first one is pickles. I prefer a sweet pickle. I feel like I'm having this. Did we just used to eat pickles outright back in the day? I think we did. I think they used to sell them on like the ice cream truck or the donut truck. I don't know. But I don't know that I was ever really into those. But like, I prefer a sweet pickle, like a relish, sweet little relish. And I like those pickles that come on like speared into your sandwich when you go to certain like restaurants, or like onto your burger. Those are good. Those are cute. So yeah, I think I like a sweet pickle. I feel like I could say something really dirty about that. I'm just gonna leave it alone though. Just gonna move on past. So the second one is, do you prefer sweet candy or sour candy? I'm definitely a sweet candy person. Sweet like me. Yeah, I'm like, what sour candies do I can't really even think of any sour candies that I regularly eat. I tend to stick with sweet stuff. Yeah. Number 3, sauces. Do you prefer sweet sauces or sour sauces? Oh, I think I would have to, like, it definitely depends on the food I'm eating with it, right? Or is there a difference between like gravy and sauces? Let me think. You know what sauce I don't like sweet is? I don't like spaghetti sauce sweet. I don't like that. But if we're talking like, but I wouldn't want it sour either. I need it to have a different taste. So when I'm thinking of sauces, the only thing okay, I was like, think about ice cream. I like sweet sauces on my ice cream. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna go with sweet because I could go on this thought process indefinitely. Lemonade. I prefer sweet lemonade. This is making me think of, though, you know how in the South, I think they call it sweet tea if it's like sweet, but then everywhere else it's like iced tea, which is sweet. I don't know. But we're talking about lemonade. I think I prefer my lemonade a little sweet. I'm going to go into this shade here, which is called Sweet Varieties. Since it's more of a pastel, I wanted to put on a white primer, and I'm going to pat the shade on. Hopefully it works out to some kind of look, because I honestly have no idea what look I'm going to do. Okay, do you like your coffee sweet or sour? Sweet. I feel like if it's sour, it's probably bad, right? Oh, but I like my coffee sweet. I like it sweet. Yeah, I like sweet coffee. Not like overly sweet, but just, you know, I want to chug it at times, so I don't want it too, like, bitter. Oh, she put on here sweet or bitter. My bad. I need to stop doing stuff after work. Sweet or bitter. So I'm going to go with sweet. I'll drink bitter if that's what I have to do, because, you know, that coffee is a necessity, but I prefer sweet. I definitely prefer sweet. And do you prefer red or green apples? I prefer red apples. I kind of don't like the tartness of the green apples. I guess those are tart, not sour, Erica. Right? I don't know. But I prefer red apples. I like the red delicious apples. I also like, is it the Pink Lady apples? And then there's another one. Yeah, I like those. Apples, like, I don't know why they feel like a lot of work sometimes. I think I prefer them when they're sliced. This is not part of the question. It's not part of the question, so we're just gonna move on. Okay, now we have to answer the following 6. Who is the sweetest person you know? Probably my friend Simone. Yeah, she's so sweet. Like, I think I was saying something not great about somebody, and she was like, well, maybe, you know. I'm like, okay, girl, that's because you nice. But also, if I've been sick, she always offers to, like, bring me stuff like food and such. And on holidays, if I'm not going home to my family, she'll invite me over to spend time with her family. When she bakes, she'll be like, hey, do you want some? And we live like 7 minutes away from each other. And she'll like drop some off or invite me over to come get something, like that banana bread she be making. And, you know, if in a pinch I need to go somewhere and I need Rose to be taken care of, she'll come and like watch her, sit down and play with her. She brings her daughter that I don't think... It's funny because when I went out of town last summer, Simone watched Rose and her daughter. I think this was the first time her daughter was meeting a cat. The baby's like 2 years old. So they came a couple days, and when I tell you, this little girl, she just tore up my living room. She was running around throwing stuff, and because Simone sent the video, and you could hear her in the background like, this is not your house, don't be throwing stuff. It was the cutest thing. I think she and Rose were still sussing each other out, trying to figure out, like, you know, are we friends or not? But Simone is probably the sweetest person I know. Number 2, what is the sweetest gift you've ever been given? I think I'm going to go into yogurt drop. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Okay, the only thing that comes to mind is, or the first thing that comes to mind is the gift that G gave me on our first date. I think you all have heard this story, but I'll tell you anyway. So, G and I met, right? And he's really sweet, just off the bat. So we actually met through a dating app, right? And I was about to get off this app because I was like, these mans out here, I'm done. Let me just go get another cat. I'm gonna name her Cristal or something, or Prosecco. So I was like literally going in to just click delete, and I see this little message, and it was like, you're beautiful, or something about a rose, and I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. Then I went to his profile, and I was like, yes, sir. Whew. There is this picture of him coming out the water with just them little short, child. I was like, hello, what is your name? Call me. I love that picture. I love that picture. And he's just grinning, his like little dark-skinned Adonis. Huh. Whew. He should put that picture everywhere. Anyway, so then we were chatting, and I'm like, I got to go to work. So I was like, do you want to talk on the phone? And he was like, yes, I would love to. So we get on the phone. We talk like all day throughout the day. And I'm like, I like him. So then we were like, I don't know who said it. It could be me with my fast self. I was like, you want to get together tomorrow? Like, let's just see. Because I'm like, let's see how this is, okay? I don't have no time. I don't have time for shenanigans. So we met the next day, and, you know, he was like, well, where do you want to meet? I'm like, I don't know. Where do you want to meet? And we figure out that we live like 15 minutes away from each other, so we might as well just meet in the city that we're in, right? So we decide we're just going to meet up at this one area, and then from there we'll figure out what we want to do. So we meet. I get there first. And then, you know, when it's like blind date time, you don't know who's gonna pop up. So I see this like little, was it a Range Rover, Land Rover, one of them Rovers, pull up all nice and sleek and black with my dirty Honda. And he gets out of the car. First of all, he smells like heaven. He smells like a Hawaiian roll with cinnamon on top. And, you know, I'm looking cute. I was looking real cute, okay? I had a little short dress on. Anyway. So, I'm like, hi. You gotta push the boobs against him. So, he's like, I think we decide where we're gonna go, or I don't even know. So he's like, oh, hold on, I have something for you. And I'm like, oh, okay. So he hands me, I think you guys have heard this story, but I'll tell you anyway, okay? He hands me like this little piece of paper, like, you know, that comes with like little gifts and flowers, and it just said on there, because you love flowers. And he pulls out this like 2 dozen flowers or whatever, and I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much, this is so sweet. Like, because, you know, he had actually listened to what I said. That hasn't always been the case with some of these jokers. So I'm like, I turn around to put it in the cart. That's where I found out he got a look at my behind and was like, yes. And I was like, yeah. Anyway, so I put it in the cart, and then I turn back around and he has another little card and he gives it to me. And it said, because you wanted a brownie. Because I must have said something about brownies the night before. So he gave me a brownie. So I'm like, bet, I'm going to put this in my purse. It's not going in the car. So I'm like trying to get myself all situated, and I turn back around. He has another card, and he's like, because you're always hot. And I'm always hot. And I tell people I always have some kind of fan. And he gave me this little like handheld African fan. And just the earnestness on his face, it was just like so sweet and thoughtful. I was like, aw, boo. And we had a good old time. So I think that's the sweetest, like, most thoughtful gift I can think of in this moment. Like, there might have been, you know, other ones, but I don't know. That's where my mind is right now, okay? If you were asked, this is number 3. If you were asked to enter a competition where you had to eat an entire lemon for $500, would you enter? You don't even have to ask. Child, give me that lemon. And go ahead and cash at Zelle, PayPal, or Venmo me that money. I'll eat 2. Give me another 500. Girl, like, it would be no hesitation. Like, do you want me to eat the rind too? I will eat this lemon, and I will enjoy it for $500. I sure will, and I would like that in cash. I ain't claiming it. Shoot. I can't believe you even have to ask that question. Number 4, what dessert do you think is the perfect combination of sweet and sour? What is the perfect combination of sweet and sour? What's a sour dessert? Let me think of the desserts I'm aware of. Okay, so you know how you could have like a plain cheesecake, and then you have like that, is it like the cherry sauce? There's one that's like a little tart. I think that's a good combination. Not too much, but I think that's a really good combination. But what else? I'm not quite sure, actually. What else is like sweet and sour? This is interesting, trying to like marry these 2 shades, because I feel like right here the purple isn't like purpling. The blue seems to be coming through. So I think the way I'm gonna fix that is just blend them together a bit more. Number 5, what color pops into your head when you hear the word sweet? What color am I? No, I'm just kidding. I think pink. Yeah. And what color pops into your head when you think sour? Sour. For some reason, I'm leaning towards like orangey yellow. Maybe yellow? Maybe because that's reminding me of like a lemon. Trying to think. I think that's all I can think of is like a yellow. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I got. Number 6, which of your family members, including you, wakes up in the most sour mood? think I wake up in a sour mood. Like, I'm not... I mean, listen. When this little girl, Rose, in the morning is sitting right next to my head looking at me, waiting for me to wake up, I'm a little stop. I'm just like, can you give me a moment? Just one little moment. Like, cats, I swear, I thought it was like folklore. They swear that they don't eat. I'm like, your food from the last night has not even digested. Why are you hungry again? So that makes me a little sour and irritated. At first it used to be cute. Like, oh, no. Girl, if you don't go open that daggone can yourself. But I would say maybe my niece might wake up the most sour. Mainly because she's in her 20s and those kids don't be getting sleep, you know. So then they have to wake up now and like go to work. I think she's like, no, I don't enjoy this. I don't think any of us really wake up sour though. Shoot, like you just got a whole new day, girl. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think anyone really has that sour vibe. Okay, now the last 5 are sweet or sour reaction. The first one, you see your worst enemy trip and fall. What do you do? I'm thinking of the person. I'm like, I mean, this is how I imagine it. I imagine I'm across the street and they trip and fall, and then I feel like I'd be like, hey, you okay? All right. I don't know. I don't know if I would go over there and help him. I'm sorry. Like, you shouldn't have done wrong to me, whatever it was. Like, you need me to call somebody for you? Like, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable helping you. I probably would, because I'm a nice person, but I wouldn't want to. Like, that's what you get. So, I mean, knowing myself, I would go help, but I would do it begrudgingly. Alright, so what shade? I think I'll go in with this pink. That is called Sugar Cube. I actually kind of wanted to use this green. I don't know where, but maybe I will. Number 2, you see a bag full of Skittles packets on the bus. What do you do? In this day and age of COVID, I'm going to leave them right there. But I'm going to tell you something. I used to take the public bus to school when I was younger. And our high school was like the last stop. So like the last stop and the first stop going back. You know what I mean? And sometimes, so my school was in Hollywood and I live in South Central. That's a bit of that's a distance, okay? Now, sometimes we be real hungry on that bus. So there have been a time or two when I've seen somebody eating something and I've asked them for a little bit. So there was once, it wasn't candy, but this guy was sitting there and he had just come from McDonald's. And I was like, oh, can I have some of your fries? And he was like, sure. And then he was like, I have an extra burger if you want it. I'm like, I sure do. I would never do that. That's when you're young and dumb, okay? But I will say that was the best little burger and fries I had. Because it was free. But if there's some like, I don't trust people no more. First of all, I'm not getting food from nobody. But I feel like if I see a bunch of Skittles, it's a trap. So if somebody is trying to trap me, and I'm not going to fall for it. I'm going to step right over those Skittles. It's Valentine's Day and your best friend takes a piece of your candy. What do you do? My first reaction is like, girl, stop. Why you take my candy? It might depend on what it is. If it's like a mini Snickers or a Twix or a Reese's peanut butter cup, I mean, obviously you must be upset with me because I don't understand why you would do that. Generally, I'd be real sweet and be like, you know, yes, you can have it. Love you, friend. But my last piece? Oh, no, they just take a piece. Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, you got a piece of the candy. Just don't let it be one that I really, really want, though. Because then I'm going to just feel sour towards you. Like, how dare you do that? That feels real aggressive. Okay. Number 4, you're at a party and your favorite candy at the snack bar has one piece left. Somebody is reaching for it. What do you do? I wonder what this can't like. I have a couple faves, and it's the last one, and it's only one left. I mean, I guess I would let them have it, but I would talk about them behind their back. Because I'm like, they saw me coming over here and they took the last piece of candy. I might see if it's... Because I'm like, well, would they share it? Like, can I have half, you have half? But if I was the one reaching for it, I probably wouldn't share. No, I would give them a strong side eye. And then I would ask whoever's party it is like, do y'all have more in the back? But I guess I wouldn't do nothing. Number 5, you wake up one morning and realize you're all of a sudden invisible. What do you do? Cause a ruckus. Cause a ruckus, okay? I want to use another color. Should I try the green? Just throw the green on there somewhere? Yep. Cause a ruckus. But what would that ruckus be? Oh, I would mess with people. People who got on my nerves, like that enemy who fell. I'd probably mess with them somehow. Like, because ain't nobody gonna know it's me. So that means I can do whatever I want to. Oh, if only I could like fly also. Man, who am I mess with first? I think I would mess with the people I don't like. Because that just gives me ample opportunity to do whatever I want to. I be tripping them and pretending to be like a ghost. And like have glasses on the table, just like shoot from side to side, be whispering stuff, like just get all up in their ear and be like, boo. I don't know that I wouldn't spy on nobody. I don't think there would be any criminal activity. I don't think. I think I'm just throwing colors on my eyes. I think I'll go in with this shade Slice. This little orange here. Yeah, I think I would just be like, I'd just be messing with people. What sweet am I gonna do if I'm invisible? No. No. There ain't nothing sweet to do. Like save a baby chick or something, I guess. But you know, I'm a pretty much be all up and through these shenanigans. Maybe I would talk about. Maybe I would like eavesdrop and hear about what people really think about me. I'd be like, I knew you didn't like me. Ooh, I would bug some exes. Only evil things will be done, okay? Only evil things. Which is probably why I don't have the ability to be invisible, because I would not do anything nice. What's nice to do? I'll do nice when I'm visible. If I'm invisible, watch out, buddy. Oh, there are a couple people I would mess with. That's just like if I come back as a ghost. I have so many people to haunt. I would have a good old time doing it too. Good old time. I'm gonna go in with the yellow. Just cause. All right, let me clean all this fallout up and then I will come back and wrap up. So here is the finished look. Yeah, I hope that some of this was helpful, and I also hope that you are continuing to take care of yourself. Please do not forget to make sure to watch Erica's video. Compare our answers. Let's see who's sweeter or who's more sour. Yeah. I would love it if you liked the video, and I would love it even more if you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.